Welcome to What's the Matter Coaching. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with the world? And what is matter really? Today's video, best way from disease to health. What doctors don't tell you. I hope you're ready to go ahead and expand who you are as a human being. Because when you ask yourself these questions, you find out what your purpose is here on Earth.
Yes, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What's the Matter Coaching. Hit like and share this video, because if you share it, the world can change.
Collective.
Evolving together.
Stay tuned. Alright, so welcome back, guys. We have now our video, best way from disease to health. So this is to basically allow this video to be a portal into your truest self and version. So we're going to be now uncovering what is essentially the best way that we can become healthy, that we can really be able to diagnose disease within ourselves, and what doctors do not tell you. Okay, this whole system of going to the doctor where they treat your symptoms and they don't actually cure the origin of that disease. And we're gonna get into why, this is the main thing, right? This is the truth bomb, so to speak, because the way this world operates keeps us from finding out who we really are and understanding such, right? So we can really reach that capacity of a conscious being, living our best lives. All of you guys deserve that. So no one that I've met so far has said, I want to get a disease. Okay, so if you're watching this video,
research to get a disease.
So if you're watching this video, it's that either you have a disease or you've arrived at this video to expand your perception of what doctors don't tell you, or etc. Whatever it might be. So for all of you those that are tuning in today, let's get started with a little story about myself.
Before we start, let's speak about the placebo and the nocebo effect. So the placebo effect, it has been proven that just by your belief that you will not get sick, or that you cure, self-healing yourself. And the nocebo effect is differently. It works that if you think that you will get sick, you ended up getting sick. So just by this, we can see how our own self can have the capacity to heal ourselves and become sick by our own selves.
Yep, your own creation.
Your own creation.
So this is a great introduction, especially before I start my story, because this allows you to tap into a little bit about how we're going to approach this video and what we're going to be talking about. So to give you a little paraphrase and a short version of my story, so I had this feeling here in my genital area and a sensation, a pull, right, and just bothering me every single time. I could barely work out. It would get in the way of me even walking, and I didn't have insurance at the time, so I didn't want to go to the doctor. But I decided to go check it out, right? I decided that if I were to go to the doctor, right, I would go ahead and see what happened. Okay?
Oh, so you did went to the doctor?
Yeah, I went to the doctor.
Oh.
So I went to the doctor and I said, okay, if I go there, they'll give me a diagnosis, I'll find out what I need, and I'll go ahead and solve it holistically. I'll go ahead and solve it holistically, whatever the case may be. I go to the doctor, and check this out. I got charged a huge bill, thousands of dollars, and I didn't have insurance, just to check if I had something wrong with my genital area. Whatever, that's not the important part. But the important part is that they told me everything was healthy. So I just paid all this money to be told that I'm healthy. So my first initial reaction, this is about a year and a half ago, by the way, was what the fuck, right? I was like, did this really just happen? The system that's supposed to help you and heal you and know what's wrong with you served me in no way at all, except customer service, right? And so this led me into the video we're talking about today, the best way from disease into health. I said, Oscar, how can I finally go into my healthiest version possible? But to find out how to be healthy, I gotta find out who I am, right?
One goes with the other.
One goes with the other. So I found out that essentially doctors only treat you through the realm of physicality, okay? They don't go into the other avenues of who we really are, which is that the complete diagnosis and the complete way to heal someone is to understand their complete nature, their complete version, not just physical, but what is before the physical. And what is before the physical is? Energy. And energy by science has already been proven that it can only be transformed and it never dies. So this is now leading and pointing into the what is eternal. This is pointing to the soul. This is pointing to spirit, which is based on energy. all right, beings of light.
And who are you? Energy, the 7 chakras, energy centers.
Yes. So if you haven't heard about chakras, that's just to introduce you an understanding and a narrative of our existence, which you can definitely go feel free to look up. It's super popular. And the chakra system is basically an energetic system that has different colors associated at different locations within your body. For example, boom, boom, heart, solar plexus, and your genital area. Okay, one of the energetic channels that I was dealing with, I was unaware of. So I went to the doctor trying to find out what was going on with me, but they were not there to treat my origin, who I really am energetically. They were just treating the symptom of the physical, right? The physical manifestation of the disease. So if I would have left this to go longer, I would have actually gotten a physical disease. I might have, let's say if I would have gotten a year or 2 years without having this healed, I would have probably had to get an operation. But this is just to show you that a lot of diseases that you might have, a lot of these sensations that you might feel throughout your body that you can't find the answer to, it's because you're not looking in the right realm of consciousness. The human consciousness is a realm of itself. As you can see, duality, fear, love, anger,
Today's day, we
materialism.
We have give up everything of us. Like we feel sick and we go to someone to treat us. When you can know within you, okay, I feel this. What am I doing? Important within us. Like, am I eating right?
Yep.
Am I exercising? Am I talking to myself in the right way? Yep. So I can raise my vibration and feel happy and excited.
And healthy and not let your cells deteriorate. Not let your cells go against you because you're not going with you. You're going against the flow of your true nature. And just by saying these words, we then uncover that this is the majority of the human population. The majority of the human population, the human race, throughout the years, has not stepped up to their potential. So we invite you to step up into this new potential, this new narrative of accepting that you are both spiritual energy and physical human body. Okay? So, finishing the story, I went ahead and found this out for myself. I found that we had all these energetic systems and that I could actually heal myself with my belief, with my placebo, with my power. Okay? That I didn't have to go to someone that was just gonna look at me and treat me like flesh and bones. So this is just to show you that I ended up finding out through hardcore reality experience that I'm not flesh and bones. And that if you really want to heal yourself, if you really want to live a healthy life for the rest of your life, and to not have disease truly, you go and find out a way for yourself. You dive into the information that's out there and you connect all the dots intuitively. We can tell now that all these circumstances was for a greater purpose now with What's the Matter coaching, but this is to show you all that doctors are not necessarily doing bad, but we're just here building awareness for those of you who truly want to live your best life ever. To be your best self is to become aware of yourself that is awesome, that makes you the best. Okay, because just by living a life of flesh and bones, you're not fulfilling that best version of yourself, are you? Because you're not being yourself. You are that energy too. So let's not go into why, right? Why doctors don't tell you this? Why do you think doctors give you pills, and the health industry continuously does not show you the fact that you're energy and that you can heal yourself and you can transform all that disease into beauty and miracles?
Well, doctors just teach us what they learn in school.
Yep.
So if you're looking for someone to blame, there's no one to blame. Just our own selves and our own ignorance and regards of who we are. So
just accepting the ignorance, because we can choose otherwise right now.
If there's a doctor out there watching this, we are not tirándole.
Yeah, we're not taking shots at you.
Taking shots.
But we're passionate.
Exactly.
That the world deserves to know who they are completely. And they should be able to take the opportunity to go take a holistic treatment to heal themselves, to self-heal themselves, and not just to be given a paper that tells you you can only be healed by chemotherapy.
Yes, and vice versa.
Or vice versa, anything else.
And like now knowing this information after this video, because I'm pretty sure that you're going to start research.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. let's not now start getting angry with the doctor. Oh, they know this and they don't tell me this because they want me to fuck me. No. Once again, they're just teaching you what they know.
And this is all part of a greater system, a greater organization. We can call this the elites. We can call this the government. We can call this the matrix, the shadow side, right? The dark side. Who cares, right?
It's you.
You choose to be the light side, and the light always wins. Because the light transforms the dark, right?
And by the end of the dark, it is light not being aware
Of
that
itself. Dark is just not aware that it's light, and that's it. Okay, so with this information, hopefully you can go ahead and take this to a whole nother level. Learn about your energetic system and how you can actually go ahead and heal yourself. And just for more clarity in regards to any disease or any sensations in regards to the story that I told you, a lot of you might be feeling these sensations in your body that might feel like diseases. And you might look them up and find all these different types of diseases, and you might be scared. Oh my God, what if I have this one or that one? But I ask you, why do you choose to believe in that? Why do you choose to participate and entertain in something that is not a solution? But that is another problem, which is your thoughts thinking about something that might happen. Might. A what if. Assumptions. And this is what gets us in trouble as humans.
Oh, I was going to tell you that assumption gets us in trouble.
And by the way, this is our next video, the human struggle. What's the main reason why the human struggles? As you can see, what's the matter with our world? Struggle. Why? We'll find out tomorrow's video.
Yeah.
But to give you another heads up, right? To just bring forth clarity, to wrap up this video, we all have these different sensations, but they're usually due to a greater cause. Okay? Since we are soul, spirit, energy, living and expressing through this human body, there's other things happening on a whole nother level. Yeah, on a whole nother dimension of your being. Yeah, because you're multifaceted, multidimensional, and you're not bound by time. Yeah, this gets way deeper than just best way from disease into health, that we're energy, that we can heal ourselves. It goes way beyond that. And that's why we take it video by video.
If you have more questions, feel free to DM us, to write a comment. If you have any doubt about this video,
or any type of disease, right, that you might be dealing with, or something that you're feeling within yourself that you cannot necessarily describe, that you have nowhere to look to,
we can help you.
Yes, just ask on the comments or something, and we'll make a video dedicated to you. We'll make a video in regards to something that many of you are dealing with. Why? Because we are you. Okay, we've been there, right? Being physically oriented. Oh my gosh, what's happening to me? Do I have to go to the doctor? And in reality, you didn't, right? And did I say this or not? But at the end of the day, I found out what was wrong with me in the story.
Oh no, you haven't told.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So what happened was that I found out that everything was okay. Everything was okay inside of my body. That the only thing that was causing this imbalance, right, that I went to the doctor for, was because I was not initiating my desire, right? And this was a year and a half ago, before I started the journey. And before I had the desire to be my best version completely, it was locked up. Yeah, my desire was locked up. My general areas were feeling the tension of me having a lack of desire. Overly eating, not working out, just playing video games, not doing the best of myself. This led up to me closing up my desire to be. Instead, I choose not to be. Successful or unsuccessful. Always your choice. Same thing applies to all of you. Whatever sensations you might feel, it's probably because of a different cause. There's just an energetic channel, a chakra within your body that is out of alignment. So please go tend to it. Please go tend to your out of alignment state, and that's okay. Because we're here to learn how to be in alignment, not to cry and be angry and frustrated and think overly about why it is that we're out of alignment and what are we feeling. We're here to find the solution to then solve the problem that we call life on Earth and create the solution, which is the best life ever, the best world at that. Ever. So one last thing, an example that applies to each and every one of you, and might be one of the most important of all to walk this life as a human.
You create matter.
And so when I ask you, what's the matter with you? And you tell me disease, suffering, or some sort of ignorance or part of yourself that you cannot comprehend. Do you see how that points us to what we create within ourselves? So, regarding this video, all this disease, this suffering that we experience as human beings, we are creating it because we are creators of matter. So we are creating with our thoughts, emotions, and actions the very matter that we see represented into our physical reality. Because we operate and we create from the level of the subconscious to the level of the soul. Your true energy and power. Things take place physically after they are created and initiated energetically. So this cancer you speak of, this weak organ you speak of, it's illness that was created. Okay? It was set into motion either by something else outside of you or set into motion from you internally.
Just by believing it. Just by you believing that you can get that disease, that's how we ended up ill.
So you're very powerful. There's other things to think about, just like our DNA, receiving these diseases from our ancestors, running through our DNA that could be easily that you could be an easy victim to. Okay, you could be an easy victim to all the diseases that run through your family, yes. But do you have the power to transcend the DNA of your family? Also, yes. So in regards to disease, let's learn how to create otherwise. Because when you're aware of who you are, I'm pretty sure, right? And I'll lean on the side of you're not going to want to create disease. So that's the last thing that I want really to share with you all, because this leads us to walking this path as our truest selves. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Evolve and expand yourselves into a new